Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, to the magic room where the magic happens. Truth magic. I cannot wait to share this with you today. So I've been doing this series on 10 things I would love to tell myself, or that I would tell myself 5 to 10 years ago. Oh my God, this one is everything. This piece of advice that I would give myself 5 to 10 years ago, I'm like not even speaking about it, and I'm getting emotional just thinking about the things that I want to share with you. This is huge. This is everything. Before I go ahead and say what it is that I would tell myself, my younger self, is I wish I had this years ago. Because truly, it wasn't until recently that I've realized how important this was. I carried around so much guilt around this. So much guilt. You wouldn't even believe how much guilt. I mean, so much. I wonder how much guilt you carry around. I wonder how much hurt you carry. I wonder how much hurt you feel inside. I wonder. I know all of us have it, and that's kind of like, I don't want this content to always be like so sappy and so serious, but this is the reality of it. This is our reality. We carry around so much. So without further ado, this is the third piece of advice I would give myself. It's okay to be selfish. I said what I said. It's okay to be selfish. I carried around this guilt for years. People were like, oh my God, you're so selfish. Oh my God, this, that. No, I'm actually not. I'm not selfish. I'm just really good at taking care of me. Because if I don't take care of me, how do you expect me to give to anything else? I promised you in every video I would tell you the same thing just about this little piece. You can't pour from an empty cup. I can't pour from an empty cup. I refuse to be an empty cup. I refuse to be an empty cup. And I challenge you to refuse to do the same thing. It's impossible. It's like literally impossible. It's science, bro. Bill Nye the Science Guy, bro. I literally feel the passion inside of me, like trying to escape my body to express to you how important this is and how I wish I was able to step back 5-10 years ago and tell myself this. It is not a problem. It's not selfish to make sure you get enough sleep. It's not selfish to make sure you're eating the right foods. It's not selfish to make sure that you get outside a couple times a day to get some sunlight in you. It's not selfish to ask for things that like are absolutely necessary. It's okay to tell your friends no. It's okay to tell your family no. It's okay to tell anybody no. It really is. Sometimes you have to say no. Learn how to say no. Put yourself first. You have to. You have to. Hear me out. Hear me out, okay? If anything, hear me out. Because I know a lot of you out there are like, I can't believe she's saying this right now. Well, I'm saying it. I'm going to back it up. Let me back it up for you. Let me give you some solid reasons why being selfish is so vital. It's vital. Never feel guilty for doing what is best for you and for your family and for your friends, etc. But never feel guilty for doing what is necessary and needs to be done. So in my last video, I said, do you know yourself? Know yourself. Perfect example of everything. Okay, I'm an ENFJ, which means I love to love people. I will literally give myself completely away. I don't know who you are. I don't know your personality type, but I do know that there are a lot of people out there who are so selfless, which is a good thing. Being selfless is a good thing sometimes, right? In moderation. But they will give until they literally have nothing left to give. Unfortunately, I am one of those people. I will literally give every single thing and I'm left with nothing. I will give you the shirt off my back, the last penny in my bank account. There has to be a limit. I wonder if you're the same way. Say it's, 10 o'clock at night, your friend calls you and you pick up, and every single time that person calls you, it's not going to be a 5-10 minute conversation. It's going to be a 5-hour conversation of them complaining and blah, blah, blah. So you know what? Have respect enough for yourself to say, you know what, I love you, but I have to go to bed. I have to get some sleep. Be selfish sometimes when your friends are like, oh, I want to go out drinking. And you're like, no, I can't go out drinking because I don't want to drink and I choose not to drink anymore. Just learn how to say no and set those boundaries. Truly, I felt like I spent most of my 20s saying yes to everyone and everything because I didn't want to hurt their feelings. And the only person that it was really hurting was me. And I woke up one day and I was like, whose life am I living? Because it's certainly not mine. I don't want to be going here. I don't want to do these things. This thing doesn't bring me joy. This person doesn't make me happy. So what am I doing? And ask yourself, what are you doing too? Like, you have to ask yourself that. We all need time to heal. We all need time to journal and self-reflect and ask ourselves these questions. Am I where I want to be? Am I around the people that I want to be with? Do they, have the same core values as me? Constantly go, 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 go. You're not taking the time to truly do the work that matters. And the work that really matters is the work that you're doing on yourself. You need to have time to build yourself up, build up those strengths, see those weaknesses, and not give in to those. Let me ask you this. How much time do you actually spend on yourself, doing something for yourself? It doesn't need to be spending money, but perfect example would be like when I was younger, I would literally never be home. And what that resulted in was me not knowing my inner voice, me not strengthening my intuition, and me not strengthening my discernment. Not everybody has the same journey. Your life doesn't need to look like their life, and their life doesn't need to look like your life. Go home, reflect, be selfish, take a day, take a bath, love yourself, journal some things, take the day off. Are you living a life true to yourself? Are you living a life that brings you joy and brings you happiness? Are you around good people? Just constantly going, I just feel like you get lost in the sauce. Being a mom, sometimes I have guilt around needing a day off. Or, as a friend, having to say no to certain events or saying no to doing things, whatever the case is. But at the end of the day, you have to be able to give yourself what you need in order to give them what they need at the end and truly give them what really matters. And that's the best version of you. Now, I'm not here to tell you exactly what to do, and I don't know your life, and you have to make that choice for yourself. But don't ever let anyone tell you that you can't be selfish or that you are selfish, and maybe you are selfish. I don't know. Self-reflect. Find yourself constantly on the go. Go, 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 go. Maybe it is that you have a busy life, but maybe try to find an area or a time for you to just be selfish. Read a book, have a good cup of coffee, journal a little bit, do some art, maybe go shopping, whatever it is. But give yourself that love and give yourself that time to better yourself. It's not selfish. It's a necessary thing. I was not going to share this with you, but I feel led to share this with you. When I was in my younger 20s, like I said, I was constantly on the go. And the reason behind it was because I didn't want to have enough time to be alone to hear my own thoughts. That is so messed up. I didn't want to be alone with myself because I didn't want to hear my thoughts. I didn't want to work on myself. I didn't want to see where I was failing. I didn't want to see any of that. And let me tell you something. All the years of avoidance led me to having to deal with those things. So it's going to happen eventually. You can't just shove everything down. And if you're really good at shoving everything down, well, that's fantastic. I can be too, but it's going to come out. Are you avoiding alone time with yourself? Why? Stop doing that. Be selfish. Go in your room, make some time on your calendar for yourself, and love on yourself. Okay? Because you got to. And the last thing I'm going to share is this. If people are calling you selfish in your life and you're like, oh, you're selfish, maybe that's something to look at too. Maybe you should stop being so selfish. I'm just kidding. Kind of. But I used to be told that too. But look at the people that are telling you. Are they really there for you? Are they really loving you? Or are they just trying to bog you down? What is it? I encourage you to think of one thing that you really need to work on with yourself, whether it's reflecting on your life, the direction of your life. Are you doing things with your friends that you think you shouldn't be doing, that you need to stop? You know, what is it that you need to work on? And you know what? Don't say I'm going to be selfish today. Think of another word to use too, and like leave a comment of like a positive word for being selfish, if there is one. I don't